નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, welcome to the 10th part of chapter 9, Soil of Standard 7 Science. In the last part we discussed some questions available on the page number 102 as well as we discussed a case study. In this part we are going to discuss or we will discuss soil and crops, which is available on the page number 102. So open page number 102 in your textbook. Keep a sharpened pencil with you and let's start this session with soil and crops. Before starting this, let me tell you, it is not that we can grow any crop in any soil, in any region. To grow such crops, the type of soils is very effective. In such type, or in another way I can say, in such type of soil only we can grow such type of crops. As well as the climate is also affect on the crops. But by this time we will discuss the soil and crops. We will think about the soil only and in which type of soil the crops can be grown. So open page number 102 and let's start our discussion. Different types of soil are found in different parts of India. Naturally, different types of soil are found in different parts of India. In some parts there is clay soil. In some parts there is loamy soil, while in some other parts there is sandy soil. Isn't it? See, in Gujarat this is a clay soil. In the deltas of Ganga there is a loamy soil, and in Rajasthan and Kutch there used to be sandy soil, isn't it? Soil is affected by wind, rainfall, temperature, light and humidity. Underline this. Soil is affected by wind, rainfall, temperature, light and humidity. I can show it to you. Underline this. Soil is affected by wind, rainfall, temperature, light and humidity. These are some important climate factors which affect the soil profile and bring change in the soil structure. See, because of these things, these climatic factors, I can say these climate factors affect the soil profile and bring change in the soil structure also. The climatic factors as well as the components of soil determine the various type of vegetation and crops that might grow in any region. That's what I told you earlier. Two things are very effects on the crops as well as vegetation. What is that? See, the climatic factors as well as the components of soil determine the various types of vegetation and crops that might grow in any region. ये दो चीजें तय करती है which things, climatic factors and soil, components of soil. ये दो चीजें तय करती है कि कौन सा क्रॉप या वेजिटेशन वहां पे हम उगा सकते हैं, ग्रो कर सकते हैं. Then clay and loamy soil are both suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. Such soils are good at retaining water. Underline this. Clay and loamy soil both are suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. Such soil are good at retaining water. That is why it is suitable for growing cereals like wheat and gram. Then for paddy, soil rich in clay and organic matter and having a good capacity to retain water are ideal for paddy. Soil which is rich in clay and organic matter like humus and having a good capacity to retain water also. In such soil we can grow paddy. Okay, it is ideal for paddy. Then for lentils like masoor, it is a kind of pulses. For lentils like masoor and other pulses, loamy soils which drain water easily. See here, see in the paddy it is better the soil should be, it is better to retention of soil. Okay, the soil which retain water are better for paddy, but for lentils and other pulses, see loamy soils which drain water easily are required. And we discussed what is drain water, what is retain water, which we discussed in the last part. So if you don't know, then once again watch last part. Okay. So for pulses and masoor, loamy soil which drain the water easily are required. Then for cotton, sandy loam or loam, which drain water easily and can hold plenty of air are more suitable for cotton. Okay, so these are the soil. Then let's go further. On the page number 104, crops such as wheat are grown in the fine clay soils. Crops such as wheat are grown in fine clay soil because they are rich in humus and are very fertile. Find from your teachers, parents and farmers the type of soil and crops grown in your area. Enter the data in the following table 9.2. You can see at table 9.2 and you have to enter the data after asking to your parents, to the farmers, that which type of soil is there in your area and which type of crops are grown in your area. Which kind of soil would be most suitable for planting rice? Soil with a higher or lower rate of percolation. First of all, you should know what is percolation. And see, the rice is a paddy type of grain. Okay, it requires too much water. So now think about in which area the rice is grown very much, and then after you will be try to understand in which kind of soil would be most suitable for planting rice. Soil with a higher or lower rate of percolation. See, rice is grown in the area where water used to be on the soil. जहाँ पे पानी भरा रहता है वहाँ पे ही राइस को ग्रो किया जाता है. So if the percolation rate is higher, तो क्या होगा, वो जो the water will be absorbed by the soil, तो पानी ऊपर नहीं रहेगा. अगर पानी ऊपर नहीं रहेगा तो राइस ग्रो नहीं होंगे. Now answer with yourself in which type of soil the rice should be grown. Okay. Now there is Buzo and Pahli is there. So what is difference between rate of percolation and amount of water retained? That is also we discussed in the last part. The absorption rate of absorption is a percolation rate, and to hold the water, that is a retaining of water. Okay. So Bujo, you seem to have forgotten that you read earlier. पहली बोल रही है बुझो को. Bujo, you seem to have forgotten that you read earlier. Go and read the lesson again and you will find the answer. And you also could not understand both the video, that is 9th part. Okay. Now last thing we will discuss, and then after we will end this part. The last thing is soil erosion. So let's discuss. The removal of land surface by water, wind or ice is known as erosion. The removal of land surface by what? Water, wind and ice is known as erosion. Plant roots firmly bind the soil. Plant roots firmly bind the soil. In the absence of plants, soil becomes loose, so it can be moved by wind and flowing water. Erosion of soil is more severe in areas of little or no surface vegetation. जहाँ पे surface vegetation होगा तो उसके root से वो bind करके रखेगी soil को, तो वहाँ पे erosion नहीं होगा, isn't it? So once again, erosion of soil is more severe in areas of little or no surface vegetation, such as desert or bare lands. So, cutting of trees and deforestation should be prevented and effort should be made to increase the green areas so that soil erosion will not be occur. So with this, we are ending this part. And if you could not, then read the textbook again and again, as well as watch the videos again and again. And then you may ask it to me also if there are some doubts. But with this, we are ending this part, as well as we are ending this chapter also. So we'll meet you in the next chapter. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Take care of yourselves and we'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.